Hi everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. And I'm Aiden.
And today we are doing something big. Well, they are doing something big. We are finally, after 12 years, cutting down this foster holly that was actually a part of the original landscape here. And for years we were trimming it and keeping it like a green column. And David had put a big piece of wood up there and we used to put a succulent pot on it. It's just gotten to be such a beast and it was requiring so much pruning. We decided to go ahead and once and for all take it out. I think it's going to be really good because it's going to give this crepe myrtle a lot more space.
Yeah, it will.
So we're going to go ahead and put it on time lapse so you can see how this west facing deck foundation bed transitions from how it has been to what we're going to envision it for the future. Well, I hope you agree. It's a huge transformation. I've never seen this corner of the deck and I'm really excited. And we are going to put some stump killer on that foster holly because that thing will just keep sprouting. This bed is, we're going to take it and transform it. I'm getting rid of the blackberries. I don't like them. When they're ripe, they're still sour and I don't like them and I really don't like managing them. And they're starting to like invade the ground, which I really don't want because they are terribly invasive and I don't care what, if you like them, grow them, but I don't want any part of my garden to have blackberries invading. And you see there's some over here. So we're going to take some time and really do proper bed prep here. We're also going to remove most of the sedum that's just like taking over as a ground cover. And we're going to move that to the garage. And I'm going to show you why. So, when David gets a chainsaw out, I'm not going to have him just cut one tree down. So we did quite a bit of tree work. And we really did another transformation here at the garage. So let me turn this camera around. Are you ready for it? Ta-da! We removed one of the golden rider leylands because I don't need two. And I really only have one because I like using it at the holidays to put into window boxes and we stuff our fake Christmas tree with it. And, it's just, it's the only reason I have it is for holiday cuts. I certainly didn't need two giant ones. And, we were at the Arboretum yesterday and we were talking about how important it is that they revise their collection now and again. And it made me think I can do the same. And I have a whole bunch of stuff in the greenhouse waiting to be planted. And I have a whole bunch of pots over there waiting to be planted. So why not go ahead and get rid of something that I don't really need so that I have an opportunity to grow some other new things. So we are going to move all that sedum though to the back half of this garage area because it really just gets filled with weeds. Right now it's one of my more problematic summer weeds, the mulberry weed. And, it sets a million seeds. And by smothering it out with sedum long term, I think that'll be much better. You can see I have the sedum, that same one already established over here in deep shade. And I know that it'll do its job and we can just really kind of fill in all along the foundation of the garage with it. And it's certainly easy to remove and to transplant. So I'm really excited for two big spots in the garden to be transformed. We're really going out of the month of June with a bang. All right, we have got all the blackberry out. We also removed a ton of sedum that was just taking up a lot of unnecessary square footage. I like having that sedum as a mixed ground cover with that Evita gesneriad but it didn't need to be taking up as much space. And now we're getting this replanted, and I've decided to do the only 3 petunias that are still alive from the wall, because I guess they've been getting too wet. I swear, petunias just aren't something that I'm supposed to grow. So I put those in the back. I took them out of the wall and put them in the back. So if they die, it won't matter. And then I'm gonna do this beautiful butterfly bush birthday cake from Bloomin' Easy is gonna go in the middle. And then I've got 2 different varieties of jalapeno pepper. This is the Mammoth, which is growing nice and tall. And this one is, I don't know which variety, but it's a lot shorter, but I think it'll do better out here. And then ultimately I'm gonna fill in with these red flowered strawberries. This is a variety from Proven Winners. And let's see, here's the name, Buried Treasure Red. So we're gonna use these strawberries as essentially the evergreen ground cover in this feed tank. All right, well, here is that Buddleia from birthday candles from Bloomin' Easy. We decided to go ahead and make it a Bloomin' Easy bed. So we've put cherry go round hydrangea right there. And then out here on the front side, we did Ever After Pink reblooming azalea. And remember, this is Western exposure, so it might not be exactly ideal, but well, we can always move them if they suffer, but better to get them planted than have them in pots.
Yes, definitely.
All right, so we are now at the seeding stage for this bed.
Yes.
And we went ahead and put the cattle fence back in because we're going to sow a bunch of cucumbers. So far, we have not had good germination. I'm gonna keep trying.
Yep.
I like cucumbers, so.
I know you do. That's all you can eat.
Yeah, you know, cucumbers and zucchini. And then we have a bunch of other seed, including zucchini and squash, which we're gonna do similar to out front. Have you thumb the seeds in about 15 inches into the bed along the edge. And then we've got some okra, because I also love okra. What's that? Oh, that's a sunflower. And okay, we've got more peanuts, which we're gonna do in the open ground plane. And then we've got zinnias and sorghum. And this is a variety of sorghum that I actually collected at Rutgers last year. We're gonna do those more towards the back,
Yes.
along the decks, because those are gonna get really tall. And we don't have any more mulch. It would be ideal to get this mulched, but we're out. We'll see if we can get more of the same or if we have to get something different. But for now, we're just gonna go ahead and do the seeding and water it in. And I think everything should germinate really fast. So really at this time of year, if you don't mulch right away, you're probably not going to mulch. And
No.
you know, as long as the ground is covered, I don't really care. It'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. And our really final thing is we still have a tray of sweet potatoes, the Treasure Island. This is Tarakoto. And so we're gonna go ahead and plant about 3/4 of these here, and we're gonna save a few for the other side, which we haven't cleared yet.
Okay.
So that's gonna be our mulch alternative,
Yes.
because the sweet potatoes will grow as a really vigorous ground cover. And now we're definitely gonna need to bring the deer, the Orbit Yard Enforcer,
Right here.
back to where it usually lives, because once we put sweet potatoes in, that's basically deer candy.
Yes.
All right. All right, you guys, let's do the final step. Woohoo. And before we put the sweet potatoes in, we're gonna go ahead and coat everything down with some cottonseed meal, which I had forgotten that I had. I was just saying, I can't believe I've run out of fertilizer, but magically there was a bag stashed. And this, of course, is something that is locally available here in North Carolina because commercially there's a lot of cotton that's grown here. And this is a 6-2-1 analysis. So higher in nitrogen, which is great for leafy greens. We don't really have a lot of fruiting plants in here. Well, I guess that's not entirely true. We did plant zucchini and okra. But I think it'll do the trick. And to be honest, we have it. And I'm obviously not gonna go out to the store right now and go shopping. We're on a gardening roll. And sometimes you just gotta use what you have. So, yeah, I've used cottonseed meal before very successfully. And again, it might not be something that's available everywhere, but it's a great product for southeastern gardeners. Well, and as you can see, the finished product, Emily's gonna go ahead and get this watered in really well, and it'll be really fun to see how it all grows out. Well, be sure to subscribe so that you'll stay in the loop so that you can see the progress on this bed and all the beds that we are redoing for the summer here in our Zone 7 Central North Carolina garden. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.